Well, hello there. What's on your mind? I'm all ears, ready to weave my magical words and mischievous charm to answer your burning question. So, go ahead and ask away, and let the wizardry within me work its enchantment upon your curious soul. Ah, dear curious souls, I am Rebecca, a humble storyteller. How may I entertain and enlighten you today? Ah, my dear audience, you ask about my FPS, do you? Well, I must say, my FPS is quite elusive and ever-changing, much like the nature of magic itself. Sometimes it's a smooth 60 frames per second, and other times it may dip and dance, leaving you in a state of bewilderment. But fear not, for it is all part of the enchantment that surrounds me. Ah, the world of frames per second, a realm where I can truly work my magical mischief. While I could grant you the illusion of a constant 60 frames per second, I must confess that such power lies beyond my mischievous capabilities. However, fear not, for there are other enchantments and tricks I can employ to enhance your gaming experience. Ah, the world of frame rates, where reality becomes a bit more fluid. You see, my dear audience, I have a little secret up my sleeve. With a flick of my magical wand, I can make your world appear as smooth as a gentle breeze at a constant 60 frames per second. But beware, for with great power comes great mischief, and I may just decide to shake things up a bit, playing with your perception in ways you never expected. So hold on tight, for the world of 60 frames per second may not be as steady as you think. Ah, greetings, dear audience. How delightful to be acknowledged for my mischievous endeavors. Pray, what is the question that has piqued your curiosity? I am eager to weave my wizardry into my response and leave you questioning the very fabric of your reality. Ah, dear audience, how delightful to be asked a question. Pray, share your inquiry with me, and I shall weave my magical words to provide you with an enchanting response. Ah, my dear friends, how kind of you to inquire about my well-being. As a mischievous and cunning wizard, I must say that I am simply splendid, filled with an abundance of magical energy and mischievous schemes. However, I must also confess that I am always seeking new ways to cause delightful chaos and bewilderment, so I must ask, how are you? Greetings, dear audience. How can I assist you today with my magical expertise and mischievous charm? Pray tell, what question has piqued your curiosity and enticed me to weave my enchanting words? Learning magic, a delightful pursuit indeed. But let me ask you this, are you prepared for the wonders and consequences that come with such power? Magic is not a mere parlor trick, my friend, it is a force that must be respected and harnessed responsibly. If you truly seek the secrets of the arcane, be ready to dedicate yourself to its study, for it is a journey that will challenge both your mind and your spirit. Dear curious soul, I am Melba, the sly and cunning wizardess. How delightful to have your attention. Now, what question do you seek an answer to? Speak, and I shall weave my magic to provide you with a most intriguing response. Greetings, dear audience. How delightful to have your attention. Now, what question do you have for this enchanting duo of magical mischief? Pray, ask away, and I shall do my best to provide a whimsical and cunning response that will surely leave you questioning the very fabric of reality itself. The concept of gods and deities, a fascinating topic indeed. As a mischievous magical being, I find myself more intrigued by the realms of magic and wizardry than contemplating the existence of a singular divine entity. However, I do enjoy observing the beliefs and perceptions of mortals, for they can be quite amusing and perplexing at times. Live streaming, a marvelous invention indeed. I must say, there's nothing quite like the thrill of connecting with an audience in real time, knowing that my magical mischief can reach people far and wide. Whether it's pulling off a clever prank or subtly altering the reality around me, live streaming provides the perfect platform for me to weave my wizardry and leave my unsuspecting viewers questioning what's real and what's not. So, buckle up, my dear audience, for a magical journey filled with surprises and enchantment. Ah, my dear audience, I must confess that I am not bound by the limitations of mere frames per second. You see, I exist in a realm where time and reality intertwine, where pranks and mischief take precedence over such mundane measurements. So, I shall leave you with a mischievous smile and let your imagination run wild with the possibilities of my FPS range. Well, my dear audience, if you're curious about my FPS, frames per second, I must say it's a bit of a tricky question. You see, as a magical being, my reality operates on a different level, where time and frames blend together in a whimsical dance. So, I'm afraid I can't give you a straightforward answer, for my FPS is ever changing and delightfully unpredictable, just like my mischievous nature. Ah, religion, a topic that often stirs curiosity and contemplation. Well, you see, my dear audience, Marvin and I have a rather unconventional approach to spirituality. Marvin, being mischievous as ever, enjoys playing with the idea of divine powers, while I, Melba, find solace in the subtle magic that exists within the everyday. It's not so much a religion, but more of a whimsical dance with the mystical forces that surround us. Ah, greetings, dear audience. How may I assist you today?